Hello folks, Paul Anderson here. I want to repeat my Live for the Lounge sets for Friday night, which I didn't manage to upload to YouTube. So this is week number 19. So next week will be 20 weeks in lockdown. We've been doing these concerts. I think I've maybe got too much stuff on the memory on my phone. It's not allowing me to upload such big files, kind of over an hour of stuff. So I'm just going to rattle through the fiddle sets that I did just for continuity. So I'm going to start with a couple of marches, pipe marches. The first is Mrs. Helen Black of Inverin, then Tam Bain's Lum. Going tunes there. Might have got a few of my dots back to front. I'm not sure. I think that's probably the case, and certainly in the second tune, but hopefully it was alright. So last couple of weeks I've been playing all the compositions in Nathaniel Gow, kind of a few every day. So as of today I've recorded 70 in the last fortnight, so we'll keep plodding away till we get through as many as I can find. This is one of the tunes that I found last week. It's a slow straspeka, the Highland Chieftain, which particular Highland chieftain, I've no idea, to be honest, but anyway, I like the tune, so I'm going to play it. But it was one I'd never played up to that point. So, the Highland chieftain. Go. Nice tune, you never really hear it played. So the next tune I was going to play after that is an old slow air called Roslin Castle. The castle's just at the south of Edinburgh. Nae very far fae the famous Roslin Chapel, which is a very popular site for a good reason. There's probably some of the world's greatest stone carving, and it's quite a place, quite an amazing place. Featured in the Da Vinci Code, which had a lot of folk coming to see it that were looking for the Holy Grail and stuff like that, or the Ark of the Covenant, that sort of stuff. But apart from that, I mean, there is a lot of Masonic and Knights Templar symbolism and stuff. Amongst other things, there's musicians, there's green men, kind of man of the forest mixed up in all this stuff. There's just an unbelievable amount of symbolism in it, so well worth going to see. But the castle, which is not too far away, was actually destroyed by Oliver Cromwell. He blew it to bits with the artillery, so what there is remaining is a kind of enigmatic, picturesque ruin, and it is a picturesque place just sitting above a big gorge. So Roslin Castle. tune, deep, dark. A lot of these tunes for Scottish castles are pretty dark. Colour-wise, they're pretty dark, and they certainly didn't conjure up a picnic on a sunny day, that's for sure, but I suppose dark and kind of haunted is maybe more the right kind of mood. But anyway, a lovely tune, I love it. Kind of thing you can really get your teeth stuck into when you're playing the fiddle. So, some old tunes now. The first theme is a tune that I first started playing for the Captain Simon Fraser's Highland music and melodies collected from the Highlands and Islands of Scotland, chiefly collected within the interesting period of 1715 to 1745. So Captain Simon Fraser's Knockay collection. The tune is called Rob Roy MacGregor, and I suspect this tune was written during his lifetime, actually. He was certainly one of the best known men in the Kingdom of Scotland at the time, and I've heard it said that there's no a verifiable, proven painting of Rob Roy. For somebody as wilkent as he was, it's maybe surprising that there's no, but it was commented that he was such a well-kent person that nobody kent what he looked like. He travelled up and down the country, and whether you like him or no, he was a remarkable character, and certainly deserves a fittingly good tune. And I like this tune. This is a tune that I would hate to say the first time I noticed it was as part of the soundtrack for Whiskey Galore. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to go into another strathspey that I discovered last week, looking at an old fiddle collection called the Davies Caledonian Repository. Bit of a move for that. So I'm going to play Joseph Hume, the strathspey, and then Lennox Love to Blantyre, the reel to finish. So 3 old Scottish tunes. go. Holding on by the skin of my teeth there, that last tune, funnily enough, and I played it on Friday night because it's not a familiar tune. I had a total mental blackout at the end, and I kind of improvised both times through it. At the end, it was a wee bit different from what it should have been. It was actually closer to it, although I wouldn't say it was a great performance, but there you go, anyway. So, couple of old tunes. This is another equally old tune I'm going to play now. Traditionally very popular. Quite common that this tune was played at funerals in Scotland. Certainly for the funeral of James Scott Skinner, George S. McLennan, the great piper, played this tune at Skinner's graveside as his coffin was lowered into the grave. It was also played at the unveiling of Peter Milne's Memorial Steen in Tarland, and British Army officers that were officer in Highland regiments often spoke that whenever Highland troops heard it played, it had an instant effect on it, the morale changed almost right away. So it certainly had a powerful effect on folk. It's a tune that it's mentioned in the Proclaimers' song "A Letter from America," Lochaber No More. This tune is Lochaber No More, which is really associated with the Highland clearances, although it's considerably older than that. It was first published about 1712. So it's got a long pedigree in Scotland, but there's some argument as to its origins. It's supposedly based on an Irish tune, an older tune that was first written down in 1630 by a harp player whom I can't remember his name. But there was a big harping festival in Ireland. It was either Dublin or Belfast, and the harpers there maintained that it was written by this harp player and first put down in 1630. So there may well be something in that. I can't confirm it, but it's definitely worth acknowledging, because certainly I'm quick enough to say if tunes for Ireland have Scottish origins, which is quite often the case, but there's no question the same thing has come in the opposite direction. So it's all this origins may well be in Ireland. So this is Lochaber No More. I've only just started playing that. Found it in the Davies collection that I mentioned earlier on, Davies Caledonian Repository, and it's a beautiful tune. But certainly, I don't feel like I'm really totally on top of it. It's all right, but it's a bit like the Lament for King George V. I had a recording of me playing it kind of nail long after I'd got it, and I thought it was might a good job, but a wee bit more experience, you begin to find a bit more to the music and how to phrase it. So I think that'll definitely improve with a bit of time. But anyway, it's a beautiful melody. I hope you like it. Anyway, I certainly do. It's a grand tune. Lochaber No More. Right, I'm going to finish up now. Well, almost finished. We'll play the finale tune that we played, Shona and I. But this is a tune that I've kind of looked at in the search to try and play stuff that I've never played at any of these concerts. Now, it's quite demanding. That's 19 concerts, and by and large, we've more or less managed to have a completely different programme every week. And some weeks we've got about an hour and 20 minutes we've been playing and singing in Shona's case. So it's quite a lot of material to look at fresh every week. So I've been trying to find stuff I haven't played for a long time. And this last tune that I played on Friday is definitely one of them. It's over 20 years since I ever played it regularly. The last time I can mind playing it live was in Gordon School's Games Hall, sometime around about 1997, I think it was. And it was for a Take the Floor, BBC Scotland's Scottish Country Dance programme, Take the Floor, live broadcast. It was absolutely packed, and I was one of the guest soloists, and I had George Donald, fantastic pianist and member of the Comedy Review Scotland of what. George was Faye Huntley originally, so he did a kind of solo spot, but accompanied me. And we played this tune, it just a bit of showboating really, but I hadn't played it for, well, it's literally decades. So this is a tune called The Hungarian Dance No. 5, which is a well-kent bit of music composed by Brahms. Now, I used to play it a long time ago and I had it up to speed, but I have to say that I think I need a few more weeks of this, but because I needed something to finish up with, I thought we'll have a go. So I had a bit of a go at it last week and threw myself into it. So if there's something that's going to go badly wrong here, I apologise. I'll try my best, but this might be far. It all goes tits up. So let's see how we get on. Worst thing is it's the very last scene, and I'm now want to record the whole lot again, so we'll start what we can get, okay? Yeah, you could tell I'm just playing for time away, but here we go. Hungarian Dance No. 5. It wasn't too bad actually. Nay too bad. It might even have been better. I played it on Friday, but there you go. So something a bit different. If it the hell am I going to play next Friday for our 20th show? I've no idea yet. But anyway, if you've been looking in, thanks very much. We do have a tip jar for anybody who's interested that wants to contribute a wee bit in these dire times. We've got no gigs till next year, so been doing these, but if folk chip in, it's very welcome. And that is www.paypal.me/Paul Anderson Shona Dawn. So it's Shona Dawn because there's no room for Shona Donaldson. And if you want to chip in, that would be very welcome. Yeah, that tune, I'm not sure it's totally right actually, because it's basically how I can mind it off the top of my head. I didn't have music, so I had to kind of piece it together from memory. But I think it's not too bad. So anyway, we'll have a fiddle workshop on Wednesday. And again, that'll be about the 19th fiddle workshop I've done on something. Maybe look at some really old tunes. And then again, back on Friday, 8:30 for Live in the Lounge with Shona, What's in the Box. I've got Mystery Object this week. And that's probably enough to keep tabs on with the hotlines. So thanks for looking in. I'm going to finish up with the tune that Shona and I finished our concert last week with. It's a real card. It's nae for want o' health, the ladies gang to Pananich, which is a long-winded title, but it's got a pretty obvious background to it. Pananich is just outside Ballater, so as a crow flies for here, it's about 10, 11 miles. And it was a famous health spa. They had a spring that had health-giving properties, and it was founded by a man called Francis Facherson of Montaltry, and he was one of the lairds up there, a younger son of the chief of the Facherson clan, which was a big Jacobite clan. Although in 1745 the chief of the Fachersons decided nay to come out and support a bonny Prince Charlie and the Jacobites, but his son Baron Ban basically means he was the fair-faced Ban, is fair for in Gaelic, and so he led out the Montaltry and Balmoral regiment, and that took in folk from up here as well. There was in one case the Fachersons of the Bog at Tarland, a father and 6 sons. Every one of them was killed at the Battle of Culloden, and there was others forby locally. So yeah, it was quite a turbulent time, and so much so that after the Battle of Culloden, Baron Ban, Francis Facherson, was captured, ended up in the Tower of London, and was given a reprieve for execution. He was sentenced, the date was given, on the day of his execution there was a reprieve. And they think there may have been a female admirer took a liking to him and he got off. She was well connected, possibly. So eventually, after a time spent in England, hating to behave himself, he was given his lands back up in Deeside. And it was about that time that an old woman started bathing in the spring water. She had horrendous sores on her face and her arms, just all over her body. And she sort of started bathing in the muddy water, covered herself in the mud, as a means of curing the sores. And folk thought she'd gone clean mad altogether. But amazingly, it cured up her sores, and to the point she was completely recovered. Her health was restored. So what happened was Baron Ban saw this as an opportunity, and they got the spring cleaned up, and folk started coming to take the water. And it got to be a real fashionable thing, folk coming to Deeside to take the Pananich well water, and they would bathe in it and drink it, and it was a fashionable place to hang out. And so this would be in relation to, it's nae for want of health. So the woman didn't just go for the good of their health, they're going there to be seen to be there because it's a fashionable place to hang out. And also it might well be a good place to get your hands on a wealthy, well-connected husband. So that's really what that's about. And just a nice old traditional local tune. So we're going to finish with this. It's nae for want of health, the ladies gang to Pananich. There you go. We'll see you later.